Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and since it's Women's History Month, I'm here today to talk to you about Three Busy Debras. So this is a show I have never heard of. It came out in 2020 and ended in 2022. It consists of I think 13 episodes, I think. But this is the strange thing. They last for only 10 minutes long. Apparently, this came out on Cartoon Network on their Adult Swim late at night. I didn't even know they did stuff like that. I know they did live action, but I thought they stopped. And I didn't know they had raunchy comedies late at night. This feels more like a Comedy Central type show, and that's where it should have went. Now, Amy Poehler from SNL and Parks and Rec, she was the executive producer of this, and the three women responsible for this show, it's a surreal type show. It's a wacky type show. It's an odd, bizarre type show. A show I've never seen nothing like this before, but it is hilarious. It's nice escapism and stuff like that. But this show is weird. Like, it's really weird. It's so weird, it's even hard to talk about, like, what it's about, because it's that weird and stuff like that. I've never seen writing like this. I've never seen humor like this. The best way to describe it is like, remember the early days of South Park? How crazy and wacky and bizarre they used to be, but they still had a narrative. They still had a plot. This is how this show is, except for they have really no plot. It's just a bunch of random episodes thrown in with the craziest stuff that happens. But it's hilarious and stuff. So all three women are named Deborah, and they all live together, and they all dress in white. And their house inside is all white. One dresses like she's in the 1960s. The other dresses in just like a modern day, like I guess like spring dress, and the other one dresses in like a blazer suit type attire and stuff. And so the actresses who are a part of this, I'm totally gonna mispronounce their names. Sandy Honig, Alyssa Stonia, and Mitra Johara or Johari or something like that. They the one who played the three Debras and stuff, and they all, for the most part, had distinct personalities. The one who dresses in the 1960s, she's more like a queen bee type, very stuck up and snooty. The one who dresses in the blazer kind of has like this lesbian vibe to her. And the other one, I don't know what to say about her. She's very impulsive and paranoid and stuff. And so it's some of the most uncanny stuff I've ever seen. Like there's an episode where one of them falls in love with a ghost. And so like it turns out that like he was like in the 1800s and he was on like a railroad and got ran over, and he has to find love, and it's like a portal to the afterworld, and he wants to take her with him, but he won't. Then like there's another, and then she gets like so jealous when she thinks he's like with somebody else. Then there's an episode where it's weird, man. Instead of water coming out the faucets, it's milk, and that's what people drink because they live in a place called Lemon Curd. And so milk is like the biggest thing they drink instead of water. There's milk in the ocean and all this other stuff, and they decide they're gonna revert the flow of milk to their house only, and nobody else can get any. There's another episode where one of them, it's so weird, I don't know what to call them because they're just Deborah. There's one where one Deborah introduces them to their sister Barbara, and you know, she's more popular, and so she don't like that. There's an episode where one Deborah is so depressed, her body is literally falling apart. And she gets put down like in the basement with other like hideous type, like depressing, nerdy people and stuff like that, which perks her up at some point. Now, the second episode of season one, okay, it lasted for 2 seasons. I love the episode 2 in season 1. It's like a slasher type thing. One, it's weird. They all live in the same house, but she invites her to like her room, but then one Deborah goes crazy and tries to kill the others and stuff. And it's just they're so weird and bizarre to where one got like a lot of money, and she gave herself plastic surgery to get bigger boobs because she couldn't find the doctors, and somehow she put her boobs on her butt. Then there's one where a man is like a teacher and he's talking to a bunch of kids and talking about how, like, back in the cave days, like, one of the cave women, like, she kept busting her face and blood go everywhere, so it looked like makeup. And so that's why all the women are forced to wear makeups in their city. And like one woman's all like, I hate voting. I don't want to vote. I want to work in the kitchen and stuff like that. So basically, it's the oppressed women and stuff like that. But it's made to do it in a hilarious kind of way. Then there's one where like they killed like the pool boy and they had to like find like a replacement pool boy. And it's just the most off the wall, silly type show there is. It's really hard to explain. You have to watch it for yourself. It's on HBO Max. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.